Hi everybody, we're super excited to be here today to show you the RETOUCH by Intraceuticals professional facial treatment. Using the 5 serum collection, we're going to show you how to instantly tone, sculpt and hydrate the skin. At the same time, we're going to mitigate those areas that we don't like so much about ourselves, and we're going to maximize our best attributes. So stay with me and I'll show you step by step. Everyone. First serum in the RETOUCH range is the hyaluronic base serum. This is a beautiful, deeply hydrating powerhouse serum, and we use it to open up a hydration bank account with the skin. Not only is this going to surge the skin with moisture, but it's going to allow the skin to receive more ambient air throughout the day, converting that to hydration within the skin and giving us that glowy, bouncy, radiant, aspirational look. So we just do a nice, even, all-over application, very democratic. What I love about this serum is that it just has an instant brightening effect to the skin. You can see the tone, the restoration of quality restoring, and just immediately your client is going to take on a more youthful, deeply rested appearance. What the hyaluronic base serum does, in addition to the hydration aspect, is prepares the skin to receive the peptide technology that's coming next, providing a soft landing approach to these incredibly intensive concentrates. We're ready to move on. Next within the collection is the line serum. I absolutely adore this product. Using acetohexapeptide 30 with arginine, capryl tetrapeptide 2, and planktonic exopolysaccharide, this has an amazing restful effect on the skin. We're going to fill in and mitigate transient muscle contractions, whereby emoting less intensely, and at the same time we're going to work on static wrinkles, so when we're at rest we don't look so gripped and we don't look so lived in. So rule of thumb, apply this anywhere that we tend to be overly emotional. So forehead. If you see a crack in the china, we want to fill it in. Be generous in your spread and your application. I do feel that within the collection, this is one of the most important steps to really have a very rested, relaxed, healthy complexion. This is a blurring, smoothing, acting agent. And at the same time, what I love about it, it doesn't reduce our ability to really emote, but at the same time, it makes us not look so truthful. Okay. On the forehead. Take it under the eye, on the lower cheek, upper cheek as well, down to the mid. Now, if you notice, crow's feet and fine lines around the eye, they tend to extend into the cheek bed. So I want to really maximize any areas in which I'm going to form the lines. So this is both preventative and restorative. Down the nasolabial folds. Over the upper lip. What's great about this is ideal if you are a straw user, an excessive kisser, an old smoker or a current smoker, shame on you. We will definitely help to fill in those fine lines and just give an overall naive appearance, which is what we're after. Okay. Now within the collection, we have a gorgeous eye serum. Now, I don't know about you, but eye serums tend to be my biggest irritation in life. They're either too watery, thin, and silly, do nothing, hydrate not one jot, or they feel like secondhand PVA glue from high school, so I'm constantly aware that it's holding a gunky, gummy stickiness under the eye. This gorgeous serum has the most perfect balance of hold, so it's going to smooth and blur fine lines and expressions around the eye area, and at the same time, with its combination of palmitoyl tripeptide 5 and trifluorocetyl tripeptide 3, this is going to work to really move that buildup of lymph to the garbage can, kick it to the curb, so we look rested, bright-eyed, and bushy-tailed. A little goes a very long way. This is highly concentrated. We can work our way up. So I like to come in from the outside, scoop it in, and just a wonderful rhythmic massage to the garbage can. This is a little bit like if you live in an apartment building, you've got to walk all the way down to throw out your garbage and recycling. It's a long journey, but we have to do it. So we're going to do this to our garbage within the skin. This is going to help to detox, depuff, debag, and really have that whimsical twinkling eye that we invent on Instagram. Next up is the Lift Serum, and I love this product. This has an immediate lifting effect and over time an accumulative change to the skin by propagating healthy collagen production. Now, I liken this to a collagen thread lift in a bottle. We know a thread lift, we have a thread injected, it gives an immediate suspension, and then it propagates healthy collagen in its place as it disintegrates. Essentially, using acetyl tetrapeptide 2 and in combination with bacillus ferment and exopolysaccharides, we're able to keep this somewhat localized. So I'm able to use it on the jaw area, I'm able to use it under the cheek, I'm able to lift the brow. So we have a much more vital, lifted, vivacious look to the skin, and over time it's going to propagate healthy, robust, tightly compacted collagen that's going to reflect light and ambience and just resonate. In tandem, it's also going to work in our elderly collagen production that's in the skin. It's going to do what I call a Jane Fonda. It's going to get them out of the walkers and get them into dance cardio aerobics and just get it moving and vital again. Okay, so I'm going to use a slightly dynamic approach. We call it the Rumpy Pumpy Facial. And so I'm going to bring it all on here. And we start to have a vigorous workout. Now, I think what we're seeing now with trends with facials and exercise is we want to move the skin. Gone are the days where we used to be wafy thin, and gone are the days where we're not allowed to touch our faces. Now it's all about having curves and slapping our faces around. So I'm going to take it to this area and just have a nice brisk approach. This is really good at waking up microcirculation and in tandem, getting all that toxic fluid out from underneath our cheek plane. So we look a bit more, as Kim Kardashian tells me, snatched. Take it up to the cheek. And take some time here to really work on the skin. Okay, once you've done one side, we're going to move to the next. Don't be afraid to use a healthy amount of this particular serum, because we really want to have a beautiful wow effect. Now what I like to do is take a nice pump action effect. So here we're sort of sectioning off the cheek and re-articulating its shape. So we're pulling up, back and away, but we're also pumping out all of the buildup here. Now, little trick. We're going to take this to the brow and use a healthy amount. And then we're going to just will the brow up with a good deal of technique and a big dose of prayer. So RETOUCH collection has 5 facial perfecting serums. So far I've showed you the hyaluronic base serum, I've showed you the line serum, the eye serum, and the lift serum. Now we still have highlight to go, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. But I want to show you something very important. RETOUCH have been designed to work together. 5 serums together. However, you can also be very specific and targeted about what serums you want to choose based on your individual needs. So don't feel you have to do all 5. You can layer them within your existing collection, and you can pick out the pieces that you really want to start working with the collection. However, Intraceuticals is all about layering technology, layering experience, and layering different molecular weights of hydration. So I want to show you, if you are an existing Intraceuticals customer or client, how you can work it within our range. So far I've done those 4, and that all counts, by the way, as step 1. So that's the sort of akin to daily serum or the professional oxygen treatment, okay? Next up, I'm going to combine the hydration gel, and then I'm going to combine moisture binding cream, both from the Rejuvenate collection that we're very well famous for. The hydration gel is going to convert that hydration bank account that we've created within the skin. It's going to take it from being a checking account to a savings account, so we don't lose the hydration that we've put in the skin through our own bad behavior, and also from Mother Nature's grubby ways. Next up, we'll do the moisture binding cream, and that will convert what I say. It's gone from checking to savings account. This is going to be a trust fund, okay? So alcoholism, drug addiction, sun worshipping, blue lights from our iPhone, sugar consumption, global warming, air conditioning, all of that stuff that steals our moisture is not going to get its hands on us, and we're going to stay jubilant all day long. Okay, so take the opportunity with the hydration gel specifically to have a little bit more of a massage technique. So I'm using a copious amount so that you have a full spread. The RETOUCH collection is highly concentrated, so it doesn't move and slip around on the skin as much as a client would be used to. So this is a really good way to add time and more of an experience to the client's service. Okay, so now this is a good opportunity to really get a bit more vigorous with our facial massage. Now, what I've noticed with everybody is everybody's got incredible TMJ these days. We're so stressed out by life and the rapid speed at which we have to work and travel, and how many likes do we have on Instagram? I mean, it's a real toll on our face, so we want to take that all away. And we're sort of echoing what we did with Lift Serum. We're really continuing to work on articulating the cheek and giving an upward lifted, sculpted, refreshed appearance. Okay. We can go into our pump action moves. Again, we're continuing to define, lift, sculpt, contour. Don't be afraid to use a definite amount of pressure. I think we've all got so terrified of being aggressive with our client's skin that we forgot that facial massage has been part of beauty principles for millennia. Now, I like this move particularly, a nice rollout. This is great if you've got tension. This is, again, helping move everything to the garbage can. Okay, now, a little bit on the finger. Spread throughout the forehead. We can go back to the eyebrow to give that more of a lifted appearance. What I want to focus on here is the 3/4, where we do get the lift. Okay, a little bit more, and this can just be an all over. What I love about this is just helping to redefine the chin, the jawline, and move all that tension away. Okay, now we're going to go to the moisture binding cream. And this, like I said, is going to seal everything in place. Now, what I love about this is we've got to give the opportunity for the client to recognize that when they leave your clinic or spa, they're out there in the big bad world. So we've got to wake them up. Love to just massage and work on the nasolabials. Now, take it down to the neck. Okay, and a little trick that I like to do, I go back to the hydration gel and take a little bit and put it on your client's lips and then command them to rub them together. Rub them together. Okay, you can stop, okay. Okay, now we're ready for the final step, Highlight by RETOUCH. Serum in RETOUCH is Highlight. Now, I want to be very clear with you. Highlight was developed for a combination of reasons. First of all, it's got the ability to neutralize the visible appearance of redness within the skin. So if that's caused by rosacea, psoriasis, eczema, post-inflammatory response to an acne, something, or maybe post-peel, laser, whatever. This is going to be really good at sort of reducing the visible appearance of that aggravation within the skin. However, we are using this today on top of moisture binding cream. So I'm only using it at this aspect as a superficial final punctuation hurrah moment with those gorgeous pigments, okay? So you're going to put them anywhere you would put a highlighter, but it's very clear with you. You can use this as an all-over illuminating base. You can combine it with your foundation, and we've tried it with every type, so go ahead, have fun. You can put it on top of makeup, okay? And so there's a real ability to use this as you see fit. What I'm going to do at this aspect is use it as we would a makeup highlighter. So I'm going to take a little bit down the cheek, really picking up those wonderful contours that either Intraceuticals gave you or the doctor did, or maybe Mother Nature, Mom and Dad. And move quite quickly because this does like to set. So, cheek, I call the central column. Down the bridge of the nose. Samantha's already got the perfect little demure nosy. Top of the lip. Chin. Then what I like to do, take a little bit down So you have an all over stream of light. If you see any hard lines, just blur and soften. Now, be very clear, if I was using this for the therapeutic aspects of the serum, I would look at my client's face and I would address where they have redness. So Samantha's got a pretty all over even skin tone, but I can see a slight little bit of redness within the cheek plane, a little bit down the bridge of the nose. And so this is going to really help to counteract the appearance of those concerns. And that's her ready to take on the world and seize the day. Okay, here we are with Samantha. Clearly she's been retouched in real life by Intraceuticals and moi, but this is what I want you to do with your client. I want you to show them exactly what you did and the results that have been achieved. This will ensure they come back again, okay? So let's start with the eyebrow area. What I want you to do is focus in on the space between the eyelid and the eyebrow. This is what we've created more dynamic room, and I want you to show how bouncy and buoyant the skin now is that is deeply hydrated. So I want you to show how much this is sculpted up, and I want to show through the eye line how we have up, up, and away action, okay? Once we've done that, I then want you to focus on how we've carved out and contoured the cheek plane so it looks more youthful and it's more buoyant and it has more suspension. So trace the line here, show them this upward action, and then I want you to take 2 knuckles or your finger and just show the bounce that we've restored to the skin. Now, when we are very dehydrated, as much of us are with our lives that we're living, we won't have the bounce and we won't have that lovely jiggle to the cheek that we want. But in addition, there is some real tone to it, okay? So I want you to really point that out to your client, okay? It's also very good to show this action so their eye continues to follow through. Okay? Then if you turn them to the side, I want them to show the suspension of the jawline. Okay? Oftentimes we get pockets of fat or we're not so sharp in the section here and the section here. So I want you to really show against the bone how far we've pushed that skin and sculpted it tight. Okay? Then what I'll have you do is have them step back from the mirror, not so close up, so they can take in all overall glowy radiance that we have to the skin that we've put there. And then your client's ready to go into hair and makeup, hit a red carpet, premiere, go home, go to Whole Foods, whatever they're going on in their life. But this is how you too can feel filter-free for real life.